What's up guys, it's Tips and Tutorials with Dave, and today I'm going to bring you a new content. If you're new to this channel, in this channel I'll upload a course on programming language videos, briefly explain step by step how to tips, tutorials, anything related to programming and social media tutorial video. So if you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification and make it all so you don't miss anything. With that all being said, we're just gonna jump right in. Okay, in this video let's talk about input form. So where have seen the input forms? Yes, exactly. Like there you might have logged into the website and you might have seen the username and password. That's an input form. So how does the form look like? It looks like exactly the table element. We just say form and hit the tab key. There you go. So it comes up with a different argument, that is action. But now we're not actually going to talk about this because it is defined by the backend programmers. So let's just make that side roadway and come back on the form. So how does the form that you might have seen looks like? Let me just say simple like first name, and just after that let's put a BR tag and enter. After the first name you see something like this: input, hit tab, the type is text. Here we go. Okay, and I'll be using a BR type for the line break for a new line, and we'll have another one that's gonna be last name, and let's put a BR tag again and input, hit the tab key. Here it is, and let's add, let's put the BR tag here and let's put a password and BR tag again and input, hit tab, and in the type we're going to change the text to password. If you see here, we can write and here in the password you see the password is hidden. That's why we put the type to password. Now let's put BR here, and finally let's put an email and input. We're going to change the type again into email. It's always gonna be required, and if you just write like something like this and save it here, it says please include an @ in the email address. So we should put something like this. We cannot leave it as a normal text. Okay, and now we have a variety of other types as well. So one of them is the radio button. Input, radio, and can be checked, but it cannot be unchecked for one. But if there are others, you can check only one of them. But what are the other types that you can have other than radio, password, and text? How do you know about all those types? And gladly the editor is going to help you. So if I just delete this type and value and just type equals, there is a button, there is a checkbox, color, date, date time, local, email, and tons of others. Okay, now let us use another let's put right here, and let's use another as well, input, and the type, let's just say checkbox, and here's our checkbox. We can check and uncheck it here. And finally, once we have a submit button, which is submit, and let's save this, and here's our button. And once we use submit button, we can actually submit that. Here is the submit button. It doesn't do anything right now, but yes, there is a button out there, and this submit button is simply to just put all of this job is to just submit this entire form to the server. Okay, now we can see there are a lot of drop down elements as well. And how do we create these drop downs? First of all, we just use the element, select, and hit tab, and let's put something inside the name. Let's just say friends, and inside the select box we need a variety of options into it. So for example, let's just say option, and inside the value, and say rows, and let's duplicate this, Ctrl plus D, and let me put my control here and select. I have just two controls now, and let me edit this to Joe and Chandler. Okay, let's save this, and let's see our option here. We have Rose, Chandler, and Joey. We can choose Rose, we can choose Chandler, and we can choose Joey. And if we refresh it here, the default is Rose because it's written in the first option. So this is actually how you can create your select and drop down elements out there. Now let's see how you can create a text box. It's really easy to create that as well. It's just known as text area, and let's write text area here. Text area, and hit tab. Here we go, and it's the default out there. For example, let's just say the columns are, let's make it 45, and the rows, let's make it 15, and let's see, it's a little too big. Okay, let's minimize it and leave 10 and 5. Okay, here is our text area. Let's just put here. And if you want something to write about the text area, you can use here, and this is text area. Bring it right here. Okay, let's save it and let's see how our form looks like. Let's just put break here. Okay, here's what our form looks like. Hope you guys like this. Drop some comment and let me know your idea. As always, like the video. It really helps the channel grow and I genuinely appreciate it. Comment and subscribe as well. I will see you on my next video. Thanks.